Hello everybody and welcome back to more Animal Crossing New Leaf. Today we're going straight to retail to check turnip price because it's the morning and it's not going to be morning for much longer. It's 11:42. So we kind of need to check this now because it is Thursday. So, you know, possible good price, maybe, hopefully. 138. Okay, late spike I think that would be. Ugh, the prices have been bad. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for the afternoon. I'm gonna do it. Might regret it, but I'm gonna do it. Also, if you hear random noises, Frisk has a new bed, and she's quite enjoying the new bed, but it has a cheek scratcher, and she likes using it. So, and she's quite noisy when she does it. You know, very good chance that she will be making a lot of noise. Salutations, pretty morning, right? What's up? Let's talk. I know you've totally been dying to get an invitation to my place, and now consider yourself invited. Come over sometime or what? Sure. Can you go right now? It's so long from now. I would love to go right now. I could do right now. Can move these dandelions. I know they're not really a flower, but I like having them around anyway. Because, I mean, they still are. Like, I will always be a little annoyed by the just basically anti-dandelion propaganda. That's the only way of really putting it. Of the just constant, you gotta do all these things to clear dandelions from your yard. It's like, no you don't. You should be encouraging their growth. They're good for bees of all types. And we need to really stop focusing just on the honeybee and focus on all bees and bugs in general. That'd be pretty cool. Well, we got 3 gold nuggets right here, so going right back to retail, I guess. Like, there are more bees than just the honeybee. The bumblebee, for example. Like, the bumblebee itself is why you really shouldn't rake up your yard at, like, the end of a season. Like, the end of the fall. Right, no, it's not Reese, I need your husband. Because, bumblebee queens bury into leaves and stuff, and hibernate there for the winter. If you rake them all up, you kill a lot of queen bees. Like... Yet people do it anyway because, you know, we gotta have the most beautiful yard. Maybe I'm weird because I'm a country boy, but like, hey Vic, what's up, man? Alright, it's time for a very serious Vic check. Yeah, man, enjoy yourself. Oh, yay. Oh. Like, you know, I am a country boy. Grew up in the country. Hello, Penelope. Selling some of my things to my fans. You're interested in buying a lovely bed. It's not new, I'm selling it at a good price. Yeah, sure, I'll take it. But, like, I love a yard that's full of flowers and dandelions and, you know, not perfectly trimmed grass with no biodiversity. Like, that doesn't look good to me. That just looks bad. It looks very unnatural, and I don't like it. You know, like, I don't get why people are so obsessed with that sort of... Right, I already found the... I was supposed to, like, Penelope, but I already found it. It's up there. I'm very awake. I've been awake since around noon. So I've been awake for almost 12 hours. Like, it's supposed to be more accurate to say I've been awake since about midnight. Because that's effectively when I got woken up. And, you know, it is now 11:46. It's been a while since I woke up. But, yeah, I haven't really done much today. I've mostly just been trying to stay awake, so I've not really done anything. So I'm kind of hoping the villager gives me something to yap about. I need to go check my mail. Jeez, I'm really bad at this. In my defense, I was making sure I got to the morning turnip price, because if I didn't, I could very easily have missed it. It may not matter, but, you know, and I am waiting until the afternoon anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered, but, you know, if it is a bad price in the afternoon, then I'll know I was dumb. Steven, I don't really get fashion trends, but I saw this as figured you needed it. Give it a try, buddy. Serious, do it. Just do it. Leaf tea. Nah. I like the colors on this better. Yeah, I can't really think of much to yap about, because it's cussed out. Give me something to yap about, my man. Jump. Nice day for some exercise, eh, Libby? What could I help you with? What's that? I'm absolutely obsessed with the river fish these days. That reminds me. If you catch a fish from the river, bring it to me. I want to add it to my collection. Sound good? Yeah, sure. It sounds pretty alright. Okay, I am counting on you. I suppose I can kind of yap more about Sins, but that's mostly just down to I've been really enjoying playing that Eve mod still. Like, it's kind of funny. I used to, like, the best way to put it is, like, mentally roleplay, because, like, I could have dug out, like, paper and actually, like, done stuff with it, but, like, I would just, like, kind of mentally roleplay, like, basically big empires fighting each other in Eve, or, like, a lot of what I would do would be, like, crossover thought experiments, you know, things like Star Trek versus Eve, Star Wars versus Eve, you know, things like that. And the general conclusion I come to most times is just down to how mechanically Eve works. They're kind of the most technologically advanced sci-fi universe I know of. Just down to, they have resistance modules. They have ways to make their ships resistant to what your ships are doing. So even if you have the initial advantage, they will just adapt and start beating you. Just down to resistances. And their weapons are also considerably more powerful than they're given credit for. I remember at one point getting into a bit of an argument with somebody over Eve versus Star Trek. And their argument was, well, in one episode of Star Trek, they encounter a race using lasers, and that indicates that the Amarians would have no chance against them because they laugh at lasers of being primitive technology. No, they were laughing at the whole ship being primitive. The laser was just part of it. A phaser is nothing but a kinetic laser. That is what a phaser is. If you watch how a phaser operates when it fires and hits things, it's a kinetic laser. It would be dealing basically kinetic thermal damage, probably with a focus more onto the thermal side of things past that first initial jolt of kinetic energy. Because, I mean, it's basically firing photons at you at a very, you know, well, not exactly photons, particles. Too much Phantasy Star on the brain. Like, it's a particle cannon, basically. That's what a phaser is. Like, the lasers in Eve are basically just the same sort of idea, just with various different flavors of crystal. Only they're purely electromagnetic and thermal, which in of itself would probably give them a bit of an advantage against a regular Star Trek, well, Federation, at least, ship, because well, we know from canon that electromagnetic forces kind of mess with shielding, for one. And two, it's a lot of energy being fired at the ship. The shields can only dissipate so much energy. One individual laser might only be like 30-some gigajoules of energy, but that ship is not firing just one laser at you either, It's got a whole array of them, and in a realistic setting, it wouldn't be limited to the gameplay constraints that EVE Online has. That, that Punisher with its, 6-8 turrets over the ship, even though it only has, 4 guns, or 4 hardpoints, or 4 high slots, I should say, all of them would be able to fire if they could see the target in a realistic setting. It would eat the power of that Punisher like candy, but they would, in theory, all be able to fire. You just can't do that in-game because that would be kind of busted. They'd also have to go through and basically manually change the models to change how many turrets are on them, and the whole point of the turret layouts is so that basically you're never in a situation where your ship's guns can't actually see the target up to the number of high slots you have. That's how CCP designed their ships. The only exception to that is missile boats, because for missile boats it doesn't matter. The missiles fly away from the ship and then towards the target. The Minmatar would probably have the easiest time with things because, they're rapid firing cars at you, basically. 3,400 millimeter autocannons kind of thing. They're just... Deflectors can only handle so much before they just would become overwhelmed. And that's one thing that the EVE universe also has on almost every other universe is numbers. And Capsuleers, who are basically endless. They're like Borg, only jerks. Margie! Hey, Bucko, what a coincidence to meet you here. What's on your mind? I want to chat. Everything looks so good on the mannequins, doesn't it? I never know what to buy. And that dress looks pretty cute. I'm good, just want to chat. Every week after we close up on Thursdays, I like to relax and watch a little TV. Yesterday, Mabel recorded my favorite soap for me, Pointed Love 2026. 2 main characters are porcupines who get back together, break up, get back together. Typical soap stuff. What happened this week? Can't wait to see what Esther's up to. She came back in season 5. And spoilers on Porcupine TV Weekly about how Reginald will be getting another quill transplant. They really need a new plot point. They do this every week. But really, it's that indecisive heroine who keeps me watching. Sometimes I get jealous of her. But yeah, the mod for Sins of a Solar Empire is basically my mental empires fighting, but in a game. It has actual gameplay to it. It's nice. What's not nice is yawning this much. I don't think I'm gonna make it until my usual night, the proper morning, because I'm just so freaking tired, man. I do need to go around today with my axe and start chopping down some trees, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. Hey, O'Hare. Strong cup of coffee in the morning gives a jolt to my sleepy head. In other words, my morning starts with coffee. Now, if only my professional singing career would start that easily. I mean, my morning starts with coffee too, it just doesn't actually, wake me up any. it just starts with coffee because I don't much care for water. I always find that water, just drinking straight water, always leaves me feeling thirsty. Like, I never feel like it quenches my thirst to the point where, like, I could down, like, 1 to 2 liters of water and still feel thirsty by the end of it. Meanwhile, like, juice or coffee or even just adding some sort of flavoring to the water, like, it just makes me feel like my thirst is quenched. And I know it's an entirely in my head thing, but that's just how my brain works. It's just like, that water, that ain't gonna quench us. I need some cactus juice. It's the quenchiest. Paula, we haven't talked with you yet today. Yeah, made myself get up early so you wouldn't outshine me. Yeah, I'm so sleepy. So anyway, did you, like, need something? Let's talk. Hey, do you know how to get your hands on some good furniture? My place has way too much empty space, and it's kinda sad. I think I could give off the good life. I think I could be living the good life if I just had a little more furniture. Oh, not that materialistic or anything. I mostly just want stuff for my visitors to enjoy. Got any cool furniture to get rid of? Help me out, will ya? What kind of furniture will do for goo? I don't know if she would like the lovely stuff. Because I do have the lovely bed. Doesn't really feel like Paula's style, though. Feels closer to, like, Pinky or Penelope's style. But yeah, I'll probably, like, once I finish recording this, I'll probably just go to, playing a bit of Sims. Just to stay awake. Oh, I've definitely been awake way too long. It's almost noon. It's almost turn-up time. I was thinking of, like, hey, I could, like, stream today, but it was just another case of, like, I kind of wanted to, and it's just, I went to start getting everything set up, and my brain was just like, nah. So, ironically, last night was a night where I was like, yeah, I definitely want to do this. And then I was gonna basically just hop into 14, because I need to finish up Stormblood. And, what did I do with my axe? I know I bought one. Just don't remember what I did with it. I think it's in the dresser. And then, like, I went and checked their patch. Like, their patch time. There it is. And the game was going down for maintenance literally the moment I would have been going live. So that was a motivation killer right there. You can't stream a game if it ain't gonna be up for me to play it. Okay, bug net out. Well, you were thunking. What were you thinking about? What's going on? Just want to chat. Rather being alone seems like a grump thing to do. But I was so nervous when I arrived in town. Silly me, right? Managed to make some friends. Awesome friends like Costow and you. So now instead of feeling like I live by myself, I'm actually living with all my best friends. Like, wow. Okay. That one's clear. This one's not clear. And that's why you keep your bug net out. That one's clear. What about this one? Okay, this one's good. This is gonna be awkward if it's in this. Okay, it's not. Actually, I'm gonna check this one too, because I might leave this one as a stump. Okay. Axe. Stump. Now, the axe does break, so you want to keep that in mind. But yeah, it's already getting pretty damaged. I will not be able to clear out all the trees I want to clear out, but I can clear out a few of them. So, that'll be good. There's that. Now, we will want a few stumps around the place. I just don't want any of them, like, in the paths. But, like, on the edges of the paths, I'm okay with. I don't know the exact amount of uses an axe has, but I know ours is already getting pretty beat up. More bees. Okay. I already checked this tree. I may as well clear it too. So I think I'll leave that stump where it is. I'm gonna get rid of this one though. Okay. Yeah, our axe is like probably 1 or 2 trees away from breaking. Not ideal, but I have actually gotten most of the trees I was thinking of cutting down with this tree cutting expedition. This one needs to go, and this one needs to go. So, I'm gonna start with the one that could be dangerous. It's not. Ah, bugger. I was really hoping I'd have enough to actually chop down one more tree, but I didn't. I do, however, spot an orchid mantis. Which is something new. Now, Costow does want a river fish, so we may as well go and catch some river fish. We got 6 slots. We can try for 6 river fish. See what we might be able to get from that. We're going to need to keep an eye out for a new axe. Because I'm pretty sure it was a watering can in the garden center today. Finish my coffee. Popeye goldfish. Should have eaten spinach. Alright, Blathers will be happy now. I mean, he just doesn't like bugs on their own. He likes bugs with other bugs and bugs with fish. He just doesn't like bugs just as bugs. I mean, you know. That's respectable. Neon Tetras. Far out, man. Wow, I'm getting a lot of new things. It's the 30th. It's not like... it's not a new month yet. I've done river fishing so far. Like, what? I guess I've just been getting really unlucky, or I've just been really bad at catching fish. I think it's I've been just really bad at catching fish. Considering I literally just messed that up. Brain, what are we doing? What we doing, Brain? What we doing, Costow? Heck, y'all stiff. I heard someone call you Buckle once, and I'm like, that's a weird thing to call stiff. It's kind of wacky. So should I call you Buckle too? Or is that only for close friends? Go ahead, my man. Everyone's calling me it. Why not? Frickin' Vic, man. He caused this. Hey, there's a fish for Costa. We can give him a loach. It wasn't hard to approach. Hey, man. Got you a loach. You'll need now, wee wee. Need to give you a fish. You need to have a fish. Hey, now that's a healthy-looking loach. Thanks. Haha. So talking of my appreciation. The shirt. Haha. A potty. Thank you so much, bucko. Better believe I'm coming to you next time too, wee wee. Alright, man. You do that. I notice I get a bit louder when I'm doing the French voice, so I do apologize if that's, like, too loud, but I think the limiter keeps me from getting too loud, even if I were to get louder. So, you know. Now, I'm gonna quickly check turnip prices before I go to the museum, because I'm just curious. 159. Okay, it was a good thing to hold. It gives me the impression tomorrow might be better, but it might also be worse. It is Friday. And what we know about Friday is that it's a one-hit wonder. So, I don't know if I want to put my faith into a one-hit wonder like that. So I'm going to come donate things. Then, I think I'm going to sell my turnips. We do have a good profit going on, so can't really ask for more. I will say one thing I did do today was, I basically went and tracked down another antivirus because Malwarebytes was really annoying me. And I ended up going with Bitdefender. And it is equally annoying me. Because my issue is, and I'm sure some people can agree with this, or at least relate to it, I really don't like it when antivirus programs act like a virus. You know, when you download them, and they're constantly popping up and going, hey, give me money. Hey, give me money. Hey, give me money. Hey, you don't have this feature. Give me money. Like, I hate that. I know you have a paid version. I don't care. Like, it's not that I'm not aware of it. I simply don't care. Especially where they're going to advertise that I basically have, at least as far as actual virus scanning goes, I basically already have their virus protection for free. I don't feel like I need to pay for it. So I'm just not gonna. Especially where they keep harassing me to pay for it. Because, like, maybe I'm the weird one, but I'm only even running an alternative virus scan in the off chance that Windows Defender misses something. That's it. So, like, I don't need constant real-time protection. I need something to manually click scan on, like, once a week. You know, it's probably closer to like once a month if I even do it that often. Because I don't download sketchy stuff, you know, I don't go to sketchy places. That in of itself is a pretty good way of avoiding viruses. But, you know, just in case. But, like, it very much gives me, I'm basically a virus vibes with how it's just constantly popping up like, hey, you can buy stuff. Or like, literally, I was checking my bank earlier and it popped up a thing like, hey, so while on financial institution websites, it's like, okay, so you're not actively scanning for viruses, but you are actively scanning for what I'm doing. Okay. That doesn't make you seem sus at all. No. Why would I think that makes them look sus? and then like just literally opening my web browser, doing nothing but opening it, it prompted me with, hey, do you know we have a VPN? And hey, you can use it for free for 200 megabytes of searching. It's like, okay, 200 megabytes of data is nothing. That's like maybe like 2 to 4 YouTube videos. Depending on the length of the video, it might only be 1. Though a lot of that is just down to how YouTube displays videos to you. It's so stupid. The way YouTube does things is basically as you're watching a video, it gets loaded into your computer's temporary storage, like temporary memory, bits at a time. So that you can't easily just download a video. That's the entire reason. That's also why, like, videos will only load so far ahead, is it's because it's loading it into memory instead of just loading the video and sending it to you. It's loading it into your computer's memory or phone's memory. It's like, you know, guys, you could just let us watch things. That is kind of the whole point of your platform. But I don't think YouTube really cares about that being the point of its platform, given a lot of videos don't work. I know I can't be the only one running into that lately, where just randomly some videos just will not work. You'll go to watch them, and they just won't load. The video player itself will break within like the first 6 to 10 seconds. YouTube has one job. And yet they fail at that one job. I don't get it. Right, I was gonna go check the garden center. I'm still gonna go check it. I'm very tired. I feel like I pulled an all-nighter even though I know I didn't. I did nap. Like, I slept from like noon, not noon, 8 till noon. So I got like a 4-hour nap in. But it was not enough of one. Honestly, it was probably too much of a nap. There is such a thing. Okay, yeah, it was a watering can. I prefer a watering can. It's just funnier. But, yeah. I have yapped about so much today. But yeah, I think that is going to do it for today. I mean, we sold our turnips. What more could we really ask for? I also need to remember not to zoom in the camera. As much as it does visually look better, it does make the music quieter, and I'm already having issues with the game audio. Like, I will remind you guys, I am not editing the game audio at all, and this is with my computer at max volume for the game. When I first swapped to this headset, I had to cut the audio quite significantly in Vegas because it was way too loud. Now, even at 100% volume, it's still just kind of okay. I don't get it, man. But I am very tired. So that is going to be it for today. I thank you all very much for watching. And hopefully I shall see you back here tomorrow for more Animal Crossing New Leaf. See you all then.